It's a sea day. Cherish every moment that you have while you're on this vacation and live it up and have a great time. Be the best you, because you only get one life. It's a sea day, baby.
I just got a shower. I'm ready to party.
I just got out of the shower. I'm gonna be stinking out there on the Lido deck, you know? Nice, clean, shaven today. Looking fresh. I'm looking fresh on the last day. I got my foxes. I think these are foxes or a wolf or something. I'm ready to go. So today is our last sea day. We got a lot of stuff that we haven't showed you yet. The ice skating rink, Putt-Putt, we've kind of given you the little glimpses of it here and there. The flow rider, Cora said something about maybe getting on the flow rider today, so we're gonna see that. We wanted to go to this nightclub that the ship has. Definitely gonna hit up the pool today, right? We haven't checked out the solarium yet. Cora found out that the solarium is actually age 16 and over here, so maybe she can join in with us when we go later. We're gonna drop Adric off at Adventure Ocean sometime before 10, because after 10 it costs a little bit extra money. It's looking like today's gonna be another beautiful day, and I can't wait to get out there.
It's the last sea day, and we're gonna go explore the back of the ship.
It's time to party.
This is like the sports area where a lot of the kids hang out.
In the back of the ship, there was some more up-to-date modern music playing. It seemed to be more of the youngster area. They had a basketball court. It seems that they have a lot of fitness classes back there on that basketball court. There also is the rock climbing wall. There is a sign-up sheet. You don't have to make reservations. There were several people doing it, so it looked like a good time. There was the Flow Rider Surf Simulator.
There are open sessions where you basically just jump in line and get right on. You can also take private lessons, which I believe cost you extra. They'll teach you all the techniques. I don't know if this was a competition or what was going on, but we got there at the right time.
It was for the advanced riders.
It was fun to watch.
But we sat back there for a while and then went and checked out the mini golf. They offered the golf balls and the clubs right there at the beginning of the mini golf course.
The mini golf course was a small 9-hole course.
And Adric and I played some mini golf. We're not good.
Really bad, actually. I can't say much because I also suck at mini golf, but they were bad.
Oh my God. We definitely need to practice, but it was fun. We enjoyed it.
The two of them were probably about as good at mini golf as they were at table tennis, which is also located at the back of the ship.
We played some ping pong, which Adric thinks he's a professional at ping pong.
I really good at it.
It was a workout chasing those ping pong balls around.
We enjoyed it back there. So it was about time for me to be kidless for just a little while.
We just took our little guy to Adventure Ocean for a couple hours. He went for the afternoon session, so it just opened. We have to pick him up by 5 o'clock. I don't know what time it is right now. When you walk in, you have to sign them in, show them your key card. When I initially registered him on day 1 for the open house, I had to pick some people to drop off and pick up. You have to be over the age of 16 to drop off and pick up. It's inside the arcade. You walk into the arcade, it's to the right is the Adventure Ocean. The teen club is on the same level on the outside of the arcade, but you do not have to register, you do not have to check in and check out. So the teenagers get to come and go as they please. I have no kids. This is my first time on the ship with no kids.
So now it was adult time.
We went and walked around and checked out the ship just by ourselves without a kid. We wanted to have just a few minutes to ourselves just to kind of explore the ship, just some adult areas that we hadn't been to yet.
There's always something going on out in the Lido deck on a sea day. And this day was no different.
They had a sexiest man competition out at the pool deck.
The Sexiest Man competition was on the main area of the Lido deck. They took volunteers to sign up for this competition, and it was quite funny. They had female judges that were all sitting in chairs, and the men would just like do dance moves to try and get them to pick them as the sexiest man, but they all had pretty much the same moves.
We noticed that there are two very popular moves that men like to use during the Sexiest Man competition. Number 1 being the pelvic thrust.
Irresistible.
And number 2, the booty shake.
Undeniable. If you bend over and shake your butt, apparently women are pretty attracted to that, but it was fun to watch. It was a good time. It had us laughing pretty hard.
Now, who was it that won?
I have no idea.
Was it the Dominican guy or?
Oh, I assume it was the Dominican guy. Because he was like, had his chain in his mouth. He was dancing.
It was fun. It was a good time. went to the Solarium, got a drink at a couple different bars, and went to the casino.
For the slot machines and everything, your C-Pass card is used like a game card in the casino.
The second machine that I stopped at, I won $150.
We were only there for a little bit.
But when we were sitting there, we noticed a lot of staff members looking at us.
It looked like they were up to something.
And I'm assuming the staff knows which machine's gonna hit big each night. I mean, maybe not, I could be wrong, but the way they were all looking at us, I'm pretty sure they know something that we don't know. I hit $150 and I wanted to keep going just for a couple more because I'm like, I feel like we're gonna hit big on this because everybody's staring at us, all the workers.
Things started going a little bit downhill. I was like, cash out, we're done. Let's go while we're up.
So he made me cash out even though I wanted to keep going, but we walked out with 150. I mean, it might have been the alcohol talking that everybody was watching us, but I am still a little salty. I think if we would have kept playing, we would have paid for our cruise that day, but we'll never know.
That's more than I won in Vegas, y'all.
I don't know if we should push our luck going back, honestly. I'm afraid that if we go back, we're gonna lose that money. So we'll just cash out while we're up, right? I mean, that's good for us.
The next thing we did was went down and looked at our pictures that were taken while we were on the ship. Around the ship, there are photographers that will just either randomly stop you and take pictures in like really nice areas, or they have like little areas set up where you can go knowing you're going to get your picture done, wait in line for a few minutes and get your picture taken by a professional photographer. Kind of cool to, get all dressed up, get your picture done, and then go check out your pictures and you can purchase them. They have deals, I do believe, for like little bulk amounts that you can purchase your pictures for.
So they had these touch screens with little card swipers at the top. You just swipe your C-Pass card and it brings up all the pictures that you've taken.
And then you could just look at all your pictures, pick which ones you wanted, press pay, walk up, grab your pictures and walk away. So very easy, user-friendly, made it very nice. We did not get to skate in the ice skating rink. You have to wear pants in there, but there are ice skating shows down there that you can watch. We stopped and watched one while Adric was at Adventure Ocean because it was like the last one we could see while we were on the ship.
Got to see the ice skating show.
So we stopped for a few minutes. It was pretty good. It was cute. Cora and her friends stopped down and watched it with us. So it was just different. It was nice to see a show. We had been wanting to do it the whole time, but the one time we wanted to go down and it was in our schedule, it was booked. So we got in last minute.
It was probably one of my favorite shows that we caught there on the Explorer of the Seas. And I don't even know why I liked it so much. Maybe because I've always had this thing with ice skating. I could just picture myself out there on the ice. The lights shining down on me, moving across the ice, gliding like an angel with ice skates. But it was a really cool show. You gotta check it out.
Elevators are really fast, but there's just a lot of people on the ship, so they seem like they take forever.
I was getting tired of waiting on the elevator, and I figured I would take the stairs.
So Brandy took the elevator. I'm taking the stairs up to 12.
We were on deck 5 and had to go all the way to deck 12 to Adventure Ocean.
Let's see who gets there first.
I ran so fast up those stairs, just barely made it up there before her.
I won.
And I tried to slow down my breathing and everything before Brandy got up there, and I was like,
That's not fair.
It's about time you got up here. I've been waiting a while.
Our little guy, we just picked him up from Adventure Ocean. He had so much fun. He doesn't want to leave. He's talking to all of his friends through the window. Was it fun?
Yes, but I really want to go back to Adventure Ocean.
I kind of wish just for him that I would have tried it out earlier in our cruise. He really did enjoy it. They had a great time. He played the whole time, watched a movie with the staff. There were several other kids in there his age. If you want to get a few minutes by yourself with your significant other or your friends, check it out because I bet your kids would like it.
I think Brandy needs a nap, honestly. I'm afraid that she's not gonna make it if she don't take a nap tonight. She's a little tipsy. She needs to take a break from drinking.
James said I had too much to drink that night. I disagree.
It's nap time, so I'm going to get pizza. And my husband said, let's just pray that your mom makes it back. Yep.
I was fine. I was hungry. I wanted to go get pizza.
It was around dinner time, but we had just eaten prior to that. We went to the Windjammer earlier before we dropped Adric off, and then we had milkshakes at Johnny Rockets. So I I think Brandy just had the munchies.
So I went downstairs. James told me I needed to take a nap, but I wanted pizza first. So went down and got some pizza, and then I think I went back up and took a nap. But the pizza down there at the Cafe Promenade was actually really good.
So far, we have spent most of our day out at the pool deck. Coming here, and our room is all done up all nice once again. We have managed to destroy the stateroom, but Rita has been on top of that. We leave, we come back, and it is looking fresh.
Our stewardess on this cruise was fantastic. Her name was Rita. She was wonderful. Our son just got so excited every single time he saw her. And every time she saw him running down the hall, she's like, my boy, and he would run straight towards her.
Rita, I had 2 drinks in my hand. I was coming through here. She opened up my door for me. She has a key card, you know? Super nice.
She made it very fun. So she would always come up with those little towel animals and do funky things with them, like hang monkeys from the ceilings. And
Adric murdered the mouse from last night, so Rita made him another one.
She worked hard for that.
But she's really good at them both. We need her to make more.
she made it a good time. She put a sign on our door so Adric knew where our room was. Kudos to Rita. She really did take this trip and make it a lot better just by being her and making our experience so fun.
They have this little tip thing at the end here on your last day. You can tip an employee for exceptional service. If there was an employee that stood out and made your vacation great, you can tip them extra money. You guys need to pay Rita more money. Royal Caribbean, give Rita a raise. You need to make her captain. You need to make Rita captain of the ship. Because she's kicking ass. I think I could do another interior stateroom for sure. With the kids, I think I would like to have a balcony though. Something maybe a little bit bigger next time. Especially because my kids are getting bigger. They're growing, taking up a lot of space. I think I'm starting to occupy a little bit more space myself. I need to hit the gym after this cruise. Whew. I've been eating like a champion. Which I hope I'm getting enough food shots for all you foodies out there. But we haven't really been, we've been getting quick eats most of the time. It's not that the food was terrible in the main dining, it's just for what it was, the wait time and the whole experience taking over an hour, 2 hours. There was one day we were there for 2 hours. Since it was taking so much time, we haven't been back to the main dining. I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. I honestly don't even really care. We would check out some of the specialty restaurants, but they're kind of pricey. How'd that nap do you? Did you
I needed a little bit longer, but I'm good.
It's a sad time. We're packing up, getting around to go home for tomorrow. This cruise on the Explorer of the Seas is coming to an end. Packing for vacation is kind of exciting, because you're going on vacation and you have everything's in front of you. Packing to go home is a lot less organized and very frantic for us. It's just like you just slam stuff
in the bag.
Slam stuff in bags.
Oh yeah!
What?
That's how we do it. Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna miss this ship, but I'm kind of happy to be getting off too. But we've been having a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun on this cruise. The ports really made it that much better. I liked having all the port days. Great cruise. So a perfect amount of days for the amount of ports that we had. We got rained out a little bit at Coco Cay, but you never know how the weather's gonna be. That was really the only rainy day.
We decided for the second night in a row that we were going to eat at the Cafe Promenade for pizza for dinner. So we went down there and had pizza again the second night. The pizza was pretty good. So had pizza down there for dinner. Please don't judge us. There's many other options on the ship, but it was just an easy, quick. Adric didn't complain one bit. He loved pizza. Cora and her friends always met us down there. So we had a really good experience at the Cafe Promenade with the pizza. They had some snacks, some fruit. It was good pizza.
We went back on the deck to enjoy what was left of our last sea day on the Explorer of the Seas.
Ready, set?
Can you see us?
Yeah.
We We got Adric some ice cream at the self-serve ice cream station. He was walking up the steps with Brandy and he dropped it.
He had dropped it and I turned around and looked up in the sky and
His ice cream fell off the cone onto the ground.
he just picked it up and started licking it. Started eating it again. Absolutely disgusting.
Oh my, kids are gross.
James and I didn't get a chance to really check out the solarium while we were there.
We did go to the solarium bar a few times. It was a pretty large bar, but that's about it.
There was always a lot of seats there.
They had a couple whirlpool tubs and a small swimming pool. The solarium is the adults only area, so there's no kids running around there. We also didn't get to check out Dizzy's nightclub, but Cora did the night before on teen night.
Last night we had a teen party at the nightclub, but it was only for teens, so we had the nightclub for the teen club, and you had to like scan your pass in order for them to let you in, and I thought that was cool. The music was really good. It was fun. There were disco lights everywhere. Everyone was like on the dance floor or sitting at the bar. They made like specialty drinks, just like virgin drinks, and they played a good variety of music. They had all of the upbeat stuff that I know and like stuff that they played at homecomings and stuff near me. I don't know, it was fun. It was cool. I liked it.
It was good sailing with the Explorer of the Seas, but all good things must come to an end.
What are you doing out so late, young lady?
You're saying goodbye. She's crying.
Did you guys fall in love or what?
Bye. It was nice to meet you, sweetheart.
So we did one last walk around the ship to say our goodbyes. Now we've been on 3 cruises and 3 different cruise lines: Norwegian, Carnival, and now Royal Caribbean. Our friends always ask us, which one do you like best? That question's hard to answer because we liked all 3. On all 3 cruises, we shared memories that marked a specific time in our lives. We haven't done enough cruising to answer which cruise line's best because every ship is different. All have different classes and are of different ages. The time of year, length of the cruise, and destinations can also matter. These all can play a factor in the type of cruise experience you might have. So we don't have much of an opinion on any of those 3 cruise lines yet.
Here's the flow rider, salmon and water.
What's it look like without any water?
Boring.
Back of the deck is the best music.
The one thing that we did take away from this experience is that Royal Caribbean took good care of the Explorer of the Seas. She was clean, and you could tell there have been renovations over the years. If I didn't know, I wouldn't have even thought it was a 20-plus-year-old ship. And that's without all the renovations it was supposed to get in 2020. I'm sure Royal Caribbean will eventually give her a makeover to make the Explorer of the Seas even prettier. We'll definitely be sailing Royal Caribbean again, but we're loyal to no brand. We're gonna miss this ship. It was a wonderful family vacation, but we got other vacations to do. Other ships to sail, other resorts to visit. Lots of good memories on this vacation though. And for us, that's what cruising's all about.
It looks beautiful. This sounds beautiful too. Do you think people just sleep out here? I would sleep out here if I didn't have kids. Right there.
All right, bud, we're gonna go in and go to bed. One thing I really love about cruising is being disconnected. We decided no Wi-Fi during this cruise, and ended up being a good thing for us, because taking my kids, taking my teenager especially, having her disconnected from the internet has been a great thing. Got some quality time with her, and I love that. Because, you know, she's getting older. She's 16 years old. She's gonna be 17 before you know it. 18, adult, college, and those years will be over. And it's nice to be able to just have a normal conversation with her, person to person, without any distractions. In a beautiful location just makes it that much more magical, those conversations, and more memorable. So I'm very fortunate person to be able to be doing something like this, being on a cruise. And I think that that's something that anyone that can afford to be on one of these cruises should remember, how fortunate you are to even be doing this. Cherish every moment that you have while you're on this vacation, and live it up and have a great time, and, you know, be the best you, because you only get one life. I don't know. don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not this person, really, to say these kind of things, but I don't know, I'm just having one of those moments.
So, Edric,
What?
we got you something. Your sister already bought herself a hat, right? Okay. So we'll have to show you what we got you while you were at Adventure Ocean. Are you ready?
Yes, I want to open it myself.
Okay.
I knew it. I wanted
What is it?
Lego cruise ship.
And there you have it. The very long story of a family of 4 travel vloggers and their very first adventure on Royal Caribbean's Explore of the Sea.
No. What are you doing? Who are you supposed to be? What kind of accent is that? I thought you were an actor.
Well, freaking act already!
Do it over. You're not leaving until we get this right.